You know, I'm watching the Seahawks and Colts game. How the fuck did the experts have us favored by two against their 3 points by the Colts? But anyway, it's like everybody's playing a different game. The rest of the NFL's playing a different game than the Browns. I mean, God, I'm watching first year head coaches come in there, the Rams, the Bills, 3-1, and I'm seeing Hugh Jackson. And don't tell me there's no talent there. There's talent there. There's just a stubborn, dumbass coach that won't tailor his offense to meet the needs of his fucking young players. Ah, man, it makes me sick. Tailor your offense. Everyone says, well, if we had Carson Wentz, Carson Wentz would have been horrible under the guidance and tutelage of fucking Hugh Jackson. Hugh Jackson would have fucking ruined him. Trust me. No one, and I mean no one, can succeed under the guidance and under the tutelage of Hugh Jackson. The way this guy calls plays, there's nobody, and I mean nobody, that can succeed. He's gonna ruin DK7. But I'm telling you, if we drafted Deshaun Watson, he would have been ruined under Hugh Jackson. Just watch the Cleveland Browns play calling, and watch everybody else's, and tell me, and try to make an argument that Hugh Jackson's a below average coach. Because I'll go and say he's the worst coach I've ever seen. He's a horrible coach. But I mean, say, look at Doug Peterson, what he did with Carson Wentz last year. You think Hugh Jackson would have done that? Fuck no. And then again, we are talking about a guy who felt the earth move when he looked at RG3. That's right then and there should have been every Browns fan's fucking biggest nightmare. When someone says they felt the earth move watching RG turn throw a football, we should have known there was a problem because that guy was fucking horrible. So this is atrocious. It's so irritating to watch first year head coaches and just. I mean, look at Jeff Goff last year. Or Jared Goff last year. Looked horrible. Terrible under Jeffrey Fisher. New coach. Looks like a fucking beast. It's amazing what a coach does. That's why I'm saying we need to fire Hugh Jackson, get somebody that knows about quarterbacks so they don't ruin Kaiser. Because Kaiser, believe it or not, contrary to what people want to believe, because of receivers dropping balls and him getting hit 900 times a game, he's a franchise quarterback. He's got all the attributes I look for, and I happen to believe that he's playing under the situation, the dress he's under, and being that Hugh Jackson's calling plays, I mean, that pass the ball every fucking down, I happen to think he's playing well. Really. If you watch the Browns, you can't tell me that DK7's not a franchise. He's a franchise, but he's got no help. And Hugh Jackson is a cancer. So Jimmy has them. I know Sashi and them guys, I think they realize they have a franchise quarterback. Do you want to ruin him with fucking Hugh Jackson? And these players coming to Hugh Jackson's defense on the Bengals? Come on. Who gives a flying fuck? They'll do anything for their little buddy, Hugh Jackson. He's a fucking disgrace. Hey, this guy tried putting DK7 out. Pac-Man, who was it? Who the fuck? Vontae Burfict? And Hugh Jackson wants to fucking... Hugh Jackson told the Browns players, don't get in no arguments with Vontae Burfict. Why? You want to. You want to get his head all fucked up. Get him thrown out of the game. But you don't want to cause any problems with his little buddies over there. Fuck you, Hugh. You're a fucking egotistical, stubborn motherfucker who your stubbornness has killed the Cleveland Browns. His stubbornness has killed the Cleveland Browns. He can't admit that his offense is too complex for these young players. He can't tailor it to... I can't even, why am I talking about it? Because I know Jimmy has them, and they all know this, but they won't fire his ass. You cannot keep a bad coach for the sake of continuity. Remember that. Let's say that. You cannot keep a bad coach, a horrible coach, for the sake of continuity. Can you please remember that? I expect tomorrow sometime to hear that Hugh Jackson and his staff has been fired. You can keep Greg Williams, but you must tell him to get rid of that fucking retarded Angel defense because... You're gonna ruin fucking. You already ruined Jabril Peppers, and Gerard Cherry had a fucking good valid point. He said these players are attacking him at full speed now. Before, when he's at the line of scrimmage, they don't have their full speed, so they can't attack him and make their moves. When you're attacking a player at full speed, one move, you're gone. So Jabril Peppers has no shot, and Greg Williams' stubbornness is killing him. So hopefully I read tomorrow morning that Hugh Jackson's been fired. That's all I need to see. And then the Browns will have a chance to win some games at least.